Hey guys, how's it going? So, disclosure, I do have Marathon Digital. I don't only hold Tesla stock. I do have some other stocks that I don't really talk about, but I did make a video when this thing was at $12, and I did buy at $12. Uh, and I was saying that we will see Marathon Digital go from, you know, will go back to 20 plus dollars sometime in 2025, some like eventually in 2025. And right now it's trading at $19.71. And the height on November 29th was $27. And I do believe we will see the stock go back to $27. Back when it was $27, it was more overvalued than it is now because right now they have more Bitcoin. Bitcoin is higher in price. They have about $6 billion of Bitcoin, value of Bitcoin on their balance sheet, and the company is worth $6.68 billion in market cap. So the market is valuing Marathon Digital $600 million more than its total Bitcoin holdings at the moment, compared to a company called Riot, which is $4.49 billion market cap, and they have, I don't know, I say 20,000 Bitcoin on the balance sheet. So the market is valuing them almost double the amount of Bitcoin they have on the balance sheet. Just as an example. So, could Marathon Digital hit $100? In theory, yes. But two things has to happen for Marathon Digital to hit, guaranteed to hit $100 if the market is valuing Marathon Digital 1-to-1. Bitcoin will have to hit $750,000. $750,000 in order for Marathon Digital to be $100. Will it happen? Who knows? Yeah, I think Bitcoin will eventually hit $1 million. I truly believe that because if you think about it, uh, MicroStrategy will just keep buying Bitcoin. There's some retail investors out there, but retails don't move Bitcoin. There's day traders, which is causing liquidity. And there's also a short amount of supply in Bitcoin. So, there's ETFs, there's countries, there's businesses, lots of businesses like GameStop now, and all these other small companies. There's probably like over 100 corporations buying like a little bit of Bitcoin every single like quarter, every single month. There's corporations, there's you know United States, I think, is buying Bitcoin right now, and US government is buying Bitcoin right now, and there's so many people buying Bitcoin. So many big people. Tesla holds Bitcoin. They don't buy any Bitcoin, but they hold Bitcoin, and SpaceX holds Bitcoin. I'm not sure if they're buying Bitcoin or not, but they're holding Bitcoin. So lots of companies hold Bitcoin, are buying Bitcoin, and it's just hard for me to see Bitcoin ever going down. Eventually, MicroStrategy is gonna hit a million Bitcoin. They're already at 650,000. Eventually, they will hit a million Bitcoin. So Bitcoin price will just keep going higher and higher and higher, and eventually we will hit a million Bitcoin. And Marathon Digital, if the market is valuing Marathon Digital 1-to-1 with Bitcoin, they will eventually hit $100 per share. In theory, that's about $35 billion market cap. So We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I think Marathon Digital will still continue to buy Bitcoin. If the stock price goes higher, they issued like $2 billion to buy Bitcoin. They could also issue more debt to go buy Bitcoin. So they will, and they still keep mining Bitcoin. So eventually they will hit 60,000 Bitcoin. They hit 50,000 now. They'll eventually hit 60,000, and at 60,000, I guess maybe instead of 750,000 Bitcoin, maybe it's 500,000 Bitcoin. So for Marathon Digital to hit $100. That's all. That's my 2 cents on this whole subject. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.